it's GreatTaz, and we're here on Live Oaks, and we're going to be watching a replay from the world of tanks. And in this replay, it's going to be of myself playing the GW Panther. Yeah, I know, you're already bitching, moaning, and complaining. Another Artie replay. Well, you know, it is what it is. Artie is part of the game. Wargaming has already stated they will not be removing Artie, and they will not be adding more artillery to the game. They've said that about a few things, and yet we know they have lied every time. So, as for pulling Artie from the game, I highly doubt they are going to pull Artie from the game. But as for actually adding more, I would probably be they're more on the lines of really not going to. Alright. Again, a partial problem with artillery games is you don't see the action all up front. You see it from a distance and stuff like that. And you just, you don't get to see everything. And especially with, 3 Artie per side, it's kind of a shoot and scoot kind of thing. 2 S-51s on my team and myself with the GW Panther. And then we have an S-51 SU-14-1, aka the S-51-2. Because they're pretty much the same tank, just a little bit different armor and gun layout on the freaking carriage. And then you have a GW Panther on the enemy team also. As you can see, my first 3 shots were pretty miserable. As you can also see, every time I fire, I tend to aim back into their base starting area to try to get a counter battery shot. Yeah, goodness gracious, can't think. Right now, as you can see, we're already starting to lose. Their S-71 took out our LTG. That is no major deal, but it is a deal because we lose a light tank. As you can see, I'm doing some blind shots here. Don't know whether that hits, but I figured after 4 shots it's time to move my happy rear end, and all I have in front of me is an ONI. So if that AMX 1375 gets into the right location, he will spot me. So at this point in time, it's time to go hide in a corner. Now we're already down by 2, and it's not really looking good for the green team here. Here we're turning around, looking in the other spot Artie likes to hide. Again, doing this whole trying to get some Artie blind shots. Well, don't need to worry about the 25-2. He's now dead. There's the Ferdinand. He's dead. And they just lost their charioteer. So we go back to aiming back in the corner. Now the GW Panther can't reach corner to corner, but I can reach far enough to see, so that if they do get spotted, I can do something about it. All right, the 44-100 is spotted, so we're going to do something about it. We're going to take a good pop shot. He thinks he's safe, but not so much. And I hit the building in front of me. All right, well, I guess he was a lot safer than he thought he was. All right, time to do a little bit more moving. KV-3 is coming over this way. Want to move so I can possibly hit that corner, but actually get some better shots into the city and not have to worry about buildings getting in my stinking way. As you can see, I take a quick peek to my right to see about where I'm at, building hiding, and then we go back into aiming and hoping to hit somebody. Again, Artie is a lot about luck. People say you got to be really skilled with Artie. In all true reality, if people keep moving, you really make the Artie's job so hard. Wiggling and waggling, squeezing back and forth. As you can see, my Artie has not really done much on my team. There's another blind shot. As you can see, it goes down in glory. It does look like I splashed him, but I didn't kill him. Unfortunately, there he is finally killed. Get a portion of a mission, and I realize that I'm up running missions. Now I need to start trying to do more stuff. And yeah, well, now they're in the valley. We know we hit the E4, We're not quite sure if we did any damage to the KV-13, so the whole south is now completely lost. We've lost pretty much all of the city, and we're backed into our little corner. Happy-go-lucky, and we're losing by 4 tanks. Well, things don't change. This isn't going to be a good one, but let's watch and continue to watch and find out. Again, Artie's a waiting game, so, oh, look, there's a light tank. Going to spot some stuff, but we're going to put a round right into him, track him out, and then the S-51 is going to kill him, which it's not going to really be that over thing, so I'm aiming for that E4 so that he might be taken out as soon as he's spotted. I'm letting everybody know where I'm generally aiming. All we got is TDs, 1 heavy, and 3 Artie. So, again, it's more of a waiting game. How long shall we wait? Well, let's count the ways. Do 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 do. Oh, spotted, and he's not far from where he was, so we don't have to aim far. He's hit, and he's destroyed. Ah, there's the 30. Oh, well, we're going to give him the round instead. Direct in the face and track him for enough. 219, and then he gets hit again by the WZ, and here we go. He vanishes. All right. Well, back to waiting, and we're gonna speed this up. Oh, maybe not. We got a medium tank real close in front of us. Aim behind him a little bit. Nope, he stopped. We're gonna drop it right on top of his face. Oh, there's the STRV S1. That sneaky little tank. KV-13 is getting blasted. But we're going to black up so that we have more actual space between us and it. So we don't get spotted. Going to aim. Okay, don't need to worry about that. Now we're going to aim at the Ferdinand. And we're going to drop it quick because we don't want him to vanish. Because he's been up a while. And we get him there. And then he is taken out. Alright, so it looks like our south is cleared. We are slowly piddling them down. There's a KV-3. He is outside the view range, but I want to stay behind the building to make it even more prominent. And we're going to aim, and let go. Boy, I called that right. And that would be a nice hit on the KV-3, and he is destroyed. All right. Now we know the ISO is last spotted that way, and the St. Emil was last spotted in D4. We have lost our TD presence that was out in the field. The St. Emil has moved. The Scorpion has died, and the WZ has also died. There's the S-51 is setting up. I'm going to slowly move to the south a little bit, try to get some hidey hole spot going on, and hope that we don't die. And we hear a round hit, and then the St. Emil is now running away. Oh, perfect. Not really. But it is what it is. We got to do what we got to do, so we're going to move down here to try to get some better shots up into the city. And if we stay below the ridge, maybe if the St. Emil don't go too far away, he can spot the enemy before they get to us. All right, the IS is lit up. We're going to... Well, no, we're not going to do anything. That was wasteful. All right, we're going to start moving again. St. Emil is still alive. That is the only direct fire vehicle we have to worry about. Everything else is artillery. So the S-51 and the Su-14-1 both suck for their accuracy, especially if they've moved or moving. But the GW Panther is really the one we have to worry about. All right, we can continue to move south a little bit here, and we're going to see that we have 5 minutes left. We're going to speed this up just a little bit and roll on down into the south. Now, this is a combination of the two things I'm doing here. I'm actually being a scout arty and trying to find out where their artillery is and take them out. Because once the artillery is taken out, all we have to worry about is that St. Emil. Now, our St. Emil is now actually decided he is going to join me. A little late, but with the ONI up there, the ONI can very well protect the S-51 as long as the S-51 stays in a bush. All right, here we go, and we're getting closer. Oh, there's the GW Panther. We see him, fire, and we hit him. We're going to know that we're going to guess we were spotted also, and we'll slow it down. That is more of an indication that we are, with the S-51 actually hitting us, and the 14-1 stunning us. There, we're going to get the loader, because the loader is much more important than actually the commander in this tank. Goodbye. We're going to take out the GW Panther and start moving. I know that the S-51 has a 45-second reload. It looks like the Su-14 does not have quite as long of a reload. We're going to stop, back up, and then start moving forward again. We're going to jockey a little bit here. This is to confuse the artillery so that they can't try to scoop blast us out. Now, our spot range is minimum. I am pinging to where I think the rounds have come from. Like, I didn't really pay attention overly, as I didn't this time. And we're going to let the Saint Emile do its work. Saint Emile is at the top of the hill, the Oni says. So we're going to look that way. He fires that way, misses. The Saint Emile takes out the Oni. And we're going to fire a blind shot on top of the hill and hope the S-51 stays out of harm's way temporarily. Now we're down to even again. Pretty much even all around. Two RDs versus a TD versus identical setup. But basically, the only real difference is they got an Su-14-1 and we have me. There's the Saint Emile. He is spotted. Now we're going to aim that way. He doesn't have any clue where we are. So we're hoping the S-51 doesn't fire and keeps him spotted. He's going to get into the cap. We're going to fire. We're going to predict where he's going, which he does go that way as we were watching the way he was working. He is hit. We're going to let the Saint Emile go, let him take care of artillery, and keep worrying about our artillery, trying to defend the S-51. Hopefully he is playing smart and just going to play the spotter and not get shot. All right, there we have it. We're going to fire another shot. It does appear, and a blind shot direct hit, ladies and gentlemen. No clue where he was, but I took that shot and went kaboom. That's the Saint Emile dead, but the S-51 was spotted and taken out by their S-51. And the Saint Emile took out their Su-14-1, so that leaves the S-51 alive, and that is it. Our S-51 is bitching because supposedly he had a lag spike. I don't know, but that, ladies and gentlemen, probably has to be one of the best artillery shots I have ever had in my life. Fire, blindly, direct hit, kill a tank. No, I've done that twice. I've done it once before. When I was in my 53-55, I actually shot at where a E-75 was going in the general direction. He vanished, and I still had like 4 seconds left on the reload. 4 to 5 seconds. I fired where I thought he was going, and I direct hit killed him. Here, I know I'm just waiting for the S-51 to actually decide to fire. I know if he is spotted. I'm not worried about it. There he is spotted. We're going to take a shot. He's going to overfire. We're going to miss also. But we know he has a 45-second reload. We're going to go play with him up close and personal. The Saint Emile is going to stay in the cap. I don't care about cap. We're going to kill this puppy. We're going to go up. S-51 says he knows it. Peek down over. Oh, he had a quicker reload than we thought. But that's all right. He didn't kill us. We killed him. We could have lost that one badly. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, victory for the GW Panther. All right, folks. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a trip on over to the land of WoTrecords.com and see how we did. All right, here we have our records. As you can see, it was an ace tanker. That ace tanker, for you ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to let you know, is at 1363. So probably above 1300 to 1350 is going to get your ace tanker and your GW Panther. I didn't get any other rewards out of any of that due to the fact I did get 3 kills. If I wouldn't have got the 3 kills, I would have got Confederate, but that's all right. I did do 2,791 damage. It still wasn't enough to actually get high caliber, which, you know, was probably be another 500 damage, and it would have been high caliber. As you can see, I was top on damage. I was top on experience. I was kicking butt in my GW Panther that day. I fired 21 shots, 6 which direct hit, 2 which were actually penetrations, and you saw the one. It was a complete blind shot into the St. Emile, right into the top of the tank, and it went beep. Splash damage for 11 splash damages. That's majorly what Artie's all about, is the splash damage. And I don't overly agree with the stun mechanics, but I do agree with, you know, Artie being a more splash than a direct hit. If they turned it back into a direct hit vehicle and gave it back its armor piercing rounds, I mean, it would always literally pen, because it's 90% of the time it's going to be coming in from the top of a tank, and the upper decks of tanks are usually no more than 50 millimeters. And considering a lot of the artillery, especially the tier 10s, had in the hundreds of penetration, yeah, it's going to penetrate most of the time. Only time you get unlucky is if you would like side hit a mouse on the side. Because you're coming in such a steep angle, you're going to bounce pretty much every time and not do any damage. That was the bad part of AP rounds on artillery. And then the inaccuracy too. So I received 1 hit, but it didn't kill us. So actually I received 1 direct hit and 3 hits from splash damage, it says. No for 2 for sure. Oh well, whatever. 9 damage, 3 destroyed. Wait a minute. You need only 6 for Confederate. I should have got Confederate. If I damaged 9, and then 6 were destroyed, or 3 were I was destroyed, that means 6 was destroyed. I should have got Confederate. I was robbed. Anyways, 1,058 points in stun damage. I traveled 2.8 kilometers. Got 53,000 credits, 20,000 through missions. No fines, no compensation. So started off with 73. Ammo resupplies, the big thing when it comes to Artie, so that took 23.5, and then 4.7 for the repair. So it walks out with 45,500 credits. That's pretty good all around. Now I did earn base 2,044. It was a 2 times, and then 798 for completing missions. Or running boosters. I might have been running boosters here because I also got 24 here, so it probably was running boosters. I generally run credits, experience, and free experience, so that was probably what that was. So 4,884 right into the GW Tiger P. Alrighty, that makes it a lot easier to get to the next tank. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is GreatTaz. We'll rolling this one up to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy this video and think it deserved it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. If you are not a subscriber, please take the moment to subscribe. Always looking for more subscribers, and we're trying to get up there in those big old numbers. I'm hoping North America has one or two people that can stand and compete with the European big boys. And if you look at the majority of streamers and YouTubers that are here, they're all from Europe. We have very few North American. So let's get all, except for Klaus, let's get a few more of us up there so we can get in the big numbers and give them boys a quick run for the money. With that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is GreatTaz. I am going to be signing off, and I hope to see everyone again in the World Tanks.